My name is Rachel Frower. I'm 27 years old, and I'm awesome.
My name's Kate Fallon. I'm a 49-year-old female.
If you were to ask my sexual orientation, I'd say asexual panromantic. If you were to ask me my gender, I'd say I'm a girl. Specifically, I'm a trans girl.
I'm a post-operative transsexual, 10 years post-op. It drives me nuts when people keep making that assumption that, well, you can't really be lesbian. You can change your gender, but you can't change your orientation.
I don't think it's out beyond the pale for me to say that I'm female. I mean, yeah, I was born male, but the hormones I'm taking, they've rendered me chemically female. I've developed as such. God knows my brain is probably structured female. That's why I transitioned in the first place.
I was 39 when I began to transition. People couldn't tell right away because it takes quite a while for estrogen to kick in and testosterone to go away. Certain physical characteristics that start to develop. So you get to that critical point where you have to bring in family and friends and just tell them, look, this is what I'm doing, this is what's going to happen. Friends-wise, I did pretty good. I have two very close friends I've had since junior high school, and so we've known each other for over 30 years now, and they're still my best friends. They're great. They're wonderful. I mean, nothing in our relationship has actually changed. They took it great. I'm thinking it's because of all the years of experience we had and the things we've been through. So they knew very well who I was as a person as I did them. So they were fine. Family, not so good. My family's kind of an Irish Catholic family, which probably don't need to say anymore. However, my father didn't take it well at all. As a matter of fact, once he found out, I never saw him again. My mother had a very hard time with it for a long time. However, in the last 2 years, me and my mother have reconnected now. We go to lunch once a week, and we're actually doing good now. It took her a while, but she's okay.
I'm probably too fortunate. I'm very fortunate that I have parents who are this accepting. I've been taking hormones for about a year. I've been doing laser a little bit longer than that. I've started with electrolysis. I've done about half a dozen sessions of that because the laser is getting towards the end now. I haven't yet changed my name legally, but I will. I plan to do it before I'm 28 this summer. I don't feel incomplete as I am now. I feel complete. I feel that my life will just be easier upon getting these surgeries. I'll look more passable, and I can have relationships, sexual relationships as a female.
I knew I was going to live as a woman regardless. I just felt like with the surgery, it just eliminates so many more difficulties and problems that why wouldn't you go all the way and finish it up? I had those doubts when I was young, but by the time I was in my early to mid-30s, I had no doubt in my mind. I never had that fear, not even like the morning before surgery. Didn't even consider it. It was just like, let's get this done, let's move on.
I used to be very combat-oriented, very macho, very male, very aggressive, very dominant, very alpha male, just attack, kill. That was me. I like different things now. I play Dungeons and Dragons. I like role play. I like becoming a character. I like using my imagination. I enjoy writing. I've always enjoyed writing, but I enjoy writing more. I like reading. I prefer things that are a little more sedate.
I do know in the beginning, I think my clothing choices weren't the best. And it was funny, when I first transitioned full-time, I did wear a lot of skirts, heels, and that lasted about 6 months. It's comfort in being comfortable enough to know that I don't have to look like a princess for people to think you're a woman. So I think over time I came to that realization.
I tell people right away. I'm not sure at which point in my life I'm going to go stealth and keep it a secret. Mm-hmm. That's probably after it's all said and done, after I've had all my surgeries. At that point, I'm just like, you know what? I'm close enough to female that I don't need to tell anybody who I was in the past.
It should be who you are as a person, not who you were 20 years ago. I mean, none of us, I don't think, would want to be judged for who we were 20 or 30 years ago.
Transitioning it's gone pretty well and pretty quick. Of course, I seem to find that, like, every time I take a picture, it's like, I think I look good then, but looking back on it, it's just like, wow, I'm so much better now than I was then. Out in the world, I'm basically a woman, and I walk down the street, and that's what people see. They see a girl, and that's fine. I don't want people to notice anything. If they stare a little bit longer, it's somewhere in the back of my head, it's like, oh, have they figured me out? Are they trying to figure me out? Or, maybe I should look at it optimistically and say, hey, maybe they think I'm attractive.
So it's funny, I mean, that the public perceive you as rather feminine and rather weak. And it's actually quite the opposite, at least before you transition. And even after transition, I mean, I don't feel weak. I mean, I'm feminine, but I'm not weak.
I look in the mirror and I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I'm happy with what I see.
We're just normal people. Transsexuals are just like anybody else. I mean, there's no difference. There's no mystery. There's no danger. I mean, we're just normal people.